last month Mortal Kombat 12 was announced. It was on accident, but even so, now we know which game NetherRealm is making next. And in fact, Mortal Kombat 12 is set to release this year, which means it won't be long before players abandon MK11 completely. So before that happens, I wanted to share some secret attacks with you all today in honor of Mortal Kombat 11. And you know what? Let's have some fun and turn this video into a game. If you learn anything new in today's video, then make sure to smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Now without any further ado, let's get started. First up, we have Jade, queen of the uppercut. Everyone loves to hate Jade, right? Her zoning and counter zoning make her very annoying to fight. Everybody knows that. But did you know that if you combine two of her customizable abilities, you gain access to a brand new attack? Well, it's 100% true, and I think NetherRealm did this to make her Amplify Blazing Nitro Kick even worth it, because all this custom move did was keep her from switching sides during her Nitro Kick. Now don't get me wrong, giving up the corner is very annoying, but at the same time, you could just not spin the bar. It's not a big deal. So NetherRealm devised a plan to make this move not as useless by having it improve the pole vault. By itself, this move is already okay. It does decent damage, it's safe on block, and then if you amplify, you can even get a crushing blow, even if the requirements are a bit ridiculous. However, if you combine this move with the amplified Nitro Kick custom ability, then you gain access to this. Now I bet a few of you right now are very confused. Underdog, that's just the Blazing Nitro Kick. No, it's not. Look at the input. It's an entirely new input, and look at the damage. Instead of doing a measly 60 damage, it does 90 damage, and look at the knockdown and distance between the characters. Not only is this move more damaging, but it carries the opponent way further across the screen, which is good because Jade is a zoner. And then perhaps best of all, this move is +3 on block, as opposed to the regular Nitro Kick, which is fully punishable at -21. Even if you spin the bar like an idiot, you're still punishable at -16. So once again, this special move may look identical to Nitro Kick, but it's completely different in every way that matters. It does more damage, it's faster on startup too, and most importantly, it's +3 on block. That's a big deal because it means the opponent can't counterattack if you time your offense properly. In fact, this new special move can also take strings that are normally fully punishable and then make them plus on block, which is fantastic. And finally, for the cherry on top, this new attack even breaks armor, just like the regular Blazing Nitro Kick. Now there is one downside. It does not have access to the crushing blow. So in that one regard, the regular kick is better, but keep in mind, once that crushing blow is used, the default kick is worse in every single way. Alright, next up we have Shiva, who I covered in depth in my last video, but thankfully somebody in the comments clarified a misconception. You see, just like Jade, if you take two of Shiva's custom moves and combine them together, the game gives you a third attack. So to unlock this new attack, you must combine her Trimmer and Shokan Snag, the air command grab. Love this move. If you go over to her move list, then you will see there is now a new option for the Trimmer. Instead of just having the default and amplified option, you get a new amplified option, which cancels her unblockable into the air command grab. Now, of course, this is extremely useful because the only way to avoid this move is to jump, and as a result, your opponent's going to want to capitalize, go for it, and punish you with the full combo. And normally that might be possible because the recovery on this move is crazy at 50 frames. However, if you cancel into the Shokan Snag, guess what? No jumping allowed. Shiva says no airplanes in my airspace, stay on the ground. Or at the very least, don't jump at me because I'm ready for you with this new attack. And guess what? It gets even better because unlike Jade, Shiva can still amplify the air snag, which means you can punish the opponent with a full combo after this 5 brain move, 2000 IQ play, and you get a full combo on top of it. Now keep in mind, just like Jade, the game does not tell you about this new move when you're customizing the character in the menu, which means the only way you would ever learn about these secret attacks is if somebody told you, or if you just happen to combine them both before going into training mode, which honestly feels a bit rude on NetherRealm's part. Just let me know how these moves work so I'm not confused. For me personally, I learned about Jade's secret Nitro Kick from another YouTube video. He was playing ranked and I was like, what is this move? I've never seen it before. Why is it plus on block? That should not be possible. What's going on here? So yeah, once again, no disrespect NetherRealm, but please for Mortal Kombat 12, can you make things a bit more clear? Next up we have Liu Kang, who does not get a new special move, but he does get a crazy buff to that special move. And once again, nothing in the game tells you anything about this, not the customization menu and not even the attack menu itself. You see, Liu Kang has this move called Dragon's Fire, and this move does several things. For starters, it buffs his overall damage, but then on top of that, he gains access to one of the most ridiculous teleport mix-ups I've ever seen in Mortal Kombat. He can attack from above, from below, from behind, all that crazy stuff. stuff. But then on top of that, did you know that it buffs his energy reflect? Because by default, this move only negates projectiles. It takes them off the screen and that's it. I'm gonna have Shiva show you. Check it out. She jumps backwards and throws a fireball. And by default, all I can do is absorb this attack. However, if I use Dragon's Fire, it becomes a reflect. Look at that, it sends the projectile back at the opponent, and then on top of that, it does more damage than her fireball. Check it out, hers does 70, look at mine. It's gonna do almost 10% damage, 96. But the coolest part about this reflect is it can start combos because the hit stun is so massive. You even have time to dash forward and then start the combo, which is the coolest part about this move in my opinion. Keep in mind, once again, the game tells you nothing about this, not in the customization menu, not in the attack menu. It tells you nothing about how these two moves do a fusion dance to become even stronger, which means once again, the only way you would learn about this is by accident in training mode or because somebody told you. Alright, but this next secret is kinda crazy. I'm not sure when you'll get to use it in a competitive match, but it's still a pretty crazy secret. Alright, so Shang Tsung has this move called Soul Swap. It is 100% unblockable, and no matter what you're doing anywhere on screen, he will switch places with your character. And as you can see, this move does 30 damage, which is nothing crazy, but once again, it's unavoidable and unblockable. The only way to stop Shang Tsung is to hit him before he finishes the move. And on top of that, Shang Tsung has certain situations where it's almost impossible to stop him from doing this move, so it's basically guaranteed damage. So yeah, this move can be pretty cheap, but thankfully it does have one small weakness. In order to keep this move fair, the developers made it impossible for it to kill the opponent. So if you're really low on health, then Shang Tsung can't just cheese a victory with this move. Or at least that's how it should work, but guess what? Shang Tsung has this move, which increases the amount of damage your character takes, and as a result, yes, this move can now kill you. So if you're playing as Shang Tsung and the opponent's low enough on life, pop this scroll and then do Soul Swap and boom, they're guaranteed to die. Because once again, it hits anywhere on screen and it's unblockable, so it's very, very hard to counter. I suppose this tip is more of an honorable mention since it's not a secret attack, but it is a secret trick that most players don't know about. And now, last but not least, we have Cassie Cage, because her flying glow kick has a unique property that no other special move in the game has. And yep, you guessed it, the game tells you nothing about this property. The only reason I know about it is because I watch the developer streams. This attack is the only special move in the entire game that can cancel into Fatal Blow. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. It's not out of the ordinary for other 2D fighters like Street Fighter or King of Fighters, but in Mortal Kombat, Cassie is the only character who can do this. And even though the opponent is airborne after this move, they can't break away in time. They're gonna get hit and just take more damage, because guess what? Fatal Blows do more damage when they break armor, and yes, breakaway is armored. So boom, look at that, a bit more damage. And then for the cherry on top, the guaranteed damage that Cassie gets off this Fatal Blow is insane. Just look at Devora's life bar right now. The damage is crazy. She's going to lose half of her life for a jump in into a single string and then a special into Fatal Blow. That might be the shortest, most damaging combo I've seen. Because keep in mind, Cassie doesn't have a damage buff or anything crazy like that, and even so, she can do a short combo into just crazy damage. And there you have it, everyone. Secret attacks in Mortal Kombat that the game doesn't tell you about. If you yourself know of any more secret attacks, please comment down below and maybe we can do a part 2. But for the meantime, please leave a like down below if you enjoyed the video, and then keep that combo going by subscribing and ringing that bell. That way you never miss a future video. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.